What's up, everybody? So I thought I'd do something a little different this time. Just go over the build quick first, and then I had a pretty good outpost rush match for me earlier. It's 23 kills, so I'll probably just cut out the boring parts of that, and then throw some clips at the end of me trying different builds before I came to the conclusion that this was what I wanted to run. I usually run Shirking Heal, Shirking Fort on all my armor, Critical Retribution. I try to always have on my helmet because every weapon I use benefits from crit. The chest piece is just Shirking Heals on a Frigid Dawn, and same for the legs. The gloves have the only empty spot I can use for a weapon perk. I'd like to be Shirking Heal, Shirking Fort, and Fortifying Perforate, but I already had this piece, so it is what it is. I usually run Fortifying Perforate on the spear itself, but we already have the Javelin perk on there, so wanted to get it on there somewhere. Shirking Heals on the Tumbler Feet Wraps. The Amulet, Shirking Debilitate Cleanse, you get a lot of value out of in arenas when you don't get a ton of debuffs all the time. But you get so many debuffs on you constantly through clump fights. I'm probably going to end up changing this for Divine. Stamina Recovery saves you once in a while, and I will always run some kind of protection. Still running Blooddrinker with Keen Awareness. And I can't run my normal earring because of Magnify. We're 35% thrust resist and 24% fire resist. The main idea with the hatchet is as much backstab damage as possible. 200 dexterity is an extra 10% damage. Pen backstab helps with the tankier players. And I went with Vicious instead of Rogue because I do end up hitting people in the face a lot. And Exhausted Exploitation feels pretty good on the hatchet. The exhaust really isn't going to do anything for you, but the slow, if you played a lot of hatchet, you know pretty much have to be standing inside the enemy's character model for the hatchet to even connect most of the time. So that 15% slow a lot of times can be the difference between swinging through air or actually connecting. Since they're slowed, they also take an extra 10% damage because of the 200 strength passive. Scorpion Sting, I don't play this the way I normally play my spear. I kind of just use it for the utility of pulling people back to me and debuffing with Perforate. And I added Pen Backstab to it. The attributes, I just went even split, 200 across the board. I had to put 1 point into int because Magnify is great. The hatchet, the main combo I try to go for is Pop Berserk, dodge to get the extra 5% damage from 50 or 100 dex. Since you're not full stamina, social distance in the back to root in place, and then try to burn them down with Raging Torrent. Since they're slowed and exhausted, they take an extra 10% damage. If you're in the middle of a clump, you're hitting for a lot of extra base damage, and since you're trying to use Raging Torrent for basically your finisher, they'll take extra damage towards the end of the ability. If you didn't watch my previous video, the Moonstone, this 20% damage does count while Berserk is active. So Berserk being active is treated as if it's on cooldown. So once you pop Berserk, get social distance out of the way, as soon as you activate Raging Torrent, the Moonstone kicks in, so you get another 20% base damage there. The spear skill tree, I usually play Cyclone instead of Javelin. I tried dropping each one of these individually and playing a few games with them to see which I like the best. I normally wouldn't take Coup de Grace, but since we don't have Cyclone available to hit people while they're down, this actually hits pretty hard since this counts as a heavy attack, and Scorpion Sting comes with Trenchant Strikes. Yeah, that's about it. I hope you enjoy.